Run, Hide, Fight gives the story of a high school senior, Zoe. During her school senior prank day, one of the pranks gets a little too serious when seniors begin live streaming a gunman, revealed to be one of their fellow classmates. Here's the trailer.
In between breath, take the shot.
You've done really good out there, kid. The size of that deer, we're gonna be eating venison all summer.
On a day's work.
I think we need to see somebody again.
And by we, you mean me?
No, I mean us. Hey, that look in your eye. Guys in my unit had that look.
Maybe there's a brochure you can hand me so I can go?
Is that Chris Jellic over there?
Is he doing something completely weird? Senior prank day. But we'll see all kinds of dumb stuff today. Swim captain will have Thai food delivered to class, and Becky Vaughn will set up her homemade slip and slide.
This is high school. Nothing that happens here matters in the real world.
Okay, we are in charge now, so please pull out whichever app you use to do live streaming video. Get them up and running and point it at me. Now!
Get down on the ground! Any more friends back there?
I'm calling 911.
Get back to your homeroom and stay put until... You must be close.
You should be ashamed.
Very disturbing news out of Vernon Central High School.
Zoe.
In between breath, take the shot.
Is it safe to say that this might be our guardian angel? Do you want more people to die?
That's the last thing I want.
I'm gonna kill one person in this room every 5 minutes. You don't show your face.
Isn't it ironic that after all your hard work, people aren't gonna remember you?
No?
They're gonna remember me.
The movie obviously hits some controversial topics, this including multiple shootings of students, a hunting scene where Zoe has to kill a deer, a family that's dealing with the death of a mother from what were assumed to be cancer, what the correct action media should do during a active shooting, and more. It's a movie, though, that I wouldn't be ashamed to bring a date to if it were in theaters. After the screening, which was done live on YouTube for its premiere via the Daily Wire, they hosted a backstage with the writer and producer of the movie. They hit some topics I haven't really thought about when reviewing cinema in the last couple years. Me being younger, I'm 25. The movies that really hit our popular culture now are things like the Marvel movies. And they never really bring up true ethical dilemmas, No one debates, was it ethical for Hulk to smash Loki? Was it good that the heroes saved the day? There's nothing thought-provoking to them. But everyone keeps watching them just from a fear of missing out. This movie does something different. After the movie, I felt the need to talk about it, and that's part of what this is. Some of the moral dilemmas set up during the movie just make you actually think. So spoiler alert for anyone that wants to see the movie for the next, about minute. I'm going to reveal something that happens in the final scene. In the final scene, one of the gunmen, who's kind of the leader of the group, is running away from the school into the woods. There's a sniper rifle that Zoe's father uses to save her earlier in the movie that she is able to find, and she gets the opportunity to kill the gunman. She eventually does and reenacts a scene that they show in the trailer with the deer, referring to the gunman as an animal. This makes you think, should she have done it? I think it's intentional that they have this type of scene at the very end of the movie. It's so you get up and you talk about it. It makes you think, even like, can you question the protagonist's motives? Is what she did a good thing? At that point, she was saved. There was plenty of police forces around her that could have easily have gotten him if she, said something, but she took fate into her own hand. Was that ethical? Did she do the right thing? These aren't easy questions. I know one of the ongoing themes in the movie is, what is courage? And was it courageous what she did? I mentioned that I wouldn't be ashamed to have taken a date to this movie because these are questions that I would have asked as we walked away. It would have been a conversation that I would have to dive with myself and see what I think, figure out what someone else thinks. Not that there's, a right or wrong answer, but just hear, think more about what I think about the world, what someone else brings to the world. The movie brings back a sense of what I imagined cinema used to be. No, the movie didn't have amazing CGI effects, notable actors, or the other things that we generally associate with great cinema in the modern era. But it did something that, the Daily Wire is obviously trying to do for conservatives, and that's make them relevant in the media. And something that conservatives have been longing for is just beginning a conversation. I'm not sure if the Daily Wire intentionally did this premiere in the aftermath of the big tech censorships that have been going on, but I imagine this movie was just a giant FU to all of them, along with big Hollywood, big tech, and others in the popular media establishment. When looking at Rotten Tomatoes, the movie currently has a 14%, which is abysmal by every rating. And I don't understand how that could be, except for the fact that the movie hits these hard topics. Yes, it's hard topics, talking about a school shooting, how that should be publicized. The movie is a critique on a lot of what media has done with propping up school shootings. But I think this 14% by Rotten Tomatoes by movie critics demonstrates just how out of touch popular media is with me. The movie isn't 100% knock out of the park, but I would much rather watch this than any other Marvel movie for the sole reason that it made me. It's something I haven't been able to do with cinema since I've been alive. Cinema has taken audiences for granted. Run, Hide, Fight fights for that audience.